I love the foliage on these Hoyas. It's the main reason I got them. They're beautiful. This is the Hoya Krimson Queen and Hoya Krimson Princess. I've been growing these plants for 2 years now, and they are some of the easiest, no-fuss plants to grow in my environment. Maybe in a year or two, they'll give me some blooms, and that would be great because I love following Hoya blooms. They're really fun. It's great, I think, to have variegated Hoyas because the foliage gives a lot of visual interest, especially while we're patiently waiting for a bloom. So in this video, we'll look at the differences between these two Hoyas and hopefully identify the plant you may want to grow. The Hoya Krimson Queen and Hoya Krimson Princess are two beautiful variegated varieties of the Hoya carnosa, but they have distinct differences. The easiest way to tell them apart is by the location of their variegation. The Queen has creamy white variegation along the leaf edges with green in the center. Sometimes it produces entirely white or pink leaves. In contrast, the Princess has creamy white to yellow variegation in the center of the leaf, with green outlining the edges. The leaves can also have splashes of pink in the middle. About leaf size, the Queen appears to have larger leaves and the Princess has more slender leaves. The Queen typically has green stems and the Princess has pinkish stems. So these are the differences I've seen so far. At this stage of growth and the same amount of care, the Princess is bushier than the Queen because a stem broke, triggered new shoots, and made the plant look bushier. The shades of pink on both plants depends on the amount of light they get. They can be light and delicate to dark pink. Now with regard to plant care, I gave them the same care. Both Hoyas thrive in bright indirect light, which enhances their variegation. My plants receive bright filtered light, and I use a grow light in winter because I want to encourage blooms in spring, and without enough light, variegated sections may revert to green. A well-draining soil mix is essential. You can use a variety of products like orchid bark and perlite to mimic their natural growing conditions. My Hoyas are both in the same potting medium of cocoa chips, and I have not repotted them yet. The higher humidity, the better, ideally above 50%. It can get very hot and dry where they're positioned in my environment, but they seem to handle those conditions well. That's also one of the reasons why I love them. I water sparingly in the colder months and sometimes twice a week in the summer. I use a balanced liquid fertilizer during the growing season. And that's it on the Hoya Krimson Queen and the Hoya Krimson Princess. Now another way to remember the variegation is this. The Queen wears her variegation on her crown and the Princess wears her variegation on her gown. Both Krimson Queen and Krimson Princess are excellent choices for indoor gardeners who tend to forget to water their plants. They have succulent-like leaves that can withstand neglect. These plants can be grown as hanging plants or trained on a trellis. Check out my video on how to trellis small Hoyas to see how you can grow your plant like this, and another video on Hoya blooms. The link is pinned in the comment section below, and thanks again for watching. See you in my next video.